One more bombshell for the spy series is revealed in the ARGYLLE post-credits scene, which also promises big crossover plans for the future. There have always been ambitious ambitions for the 2024 action film starring Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell, and Bryce Dallas Howard. With Kingsman, director Matthew Vaughn effectively started a spy film franchise a decade prior, and there was early speculation that ARGYLLE may serve as the catalyst for a second, more significant series. Teases for crossovers, sequels, and prequels followed, piquing curiosity about how ARGYLLE's surprising conclusion would set up these subsequent projects. Post-credits scenes are one of the main ways Hollywood sets up franchises for the future. One unanswered concern has been whether the film would feature more footage in the credits, given the grandiose aspirations for the ARGYLLE franchise. Matthew Vaughn has employed this technique previously, most famously in the shocking post-credits scene in The King's Man. There was a strong likelihood that an end-credits sequence from the books would be incorporated now that the director was back and making movies based on the ARGYLLE series. It has been verified that ARGYLLE has a scene after the credits. Since the scene begins in the middle of the credits sequence and ends without an extra tag, it is officially classified as a mid-credits scene. This implies that in order to see what is displayed, viewers of ARGYLLE in theaters or on streaming services should stick around for the credits. In addition to giving fans a hint as to what the next installment in the franchise will include, doing so will allow them to see the names of all the people who put in a great deal of effort to make the espionage film feasible. The revelation that ARGYLLE and Kingsman occur in the same universe is the main revelation in the mid-credits scene of ARGYLLE. 20 years prior to the film's primary events, there is a credits sequence. Louis Partridge, who starred in Enola Holmes, portrays a youthful Aubrey ARGYLLE, who is shown entering a bar bearing a name that is well known in the world of Vaughn's spy films. The King's Man is the name of the pub in question. When the younger ARGYLLE arrives at the site to retrieve a parcel, it turns out to be a rifle. In the Kingsman films, the organization has not been depicted to have a bar of its own. Instead, its main source of funding is suit tailor businesses. The sequence in the credits for ARGYLLE shows that there are more economic prospects and covers for the organization than previously thought. Because the King's Man bar and the covered espionage organization have the same name, the establishment's existence verifies a connection between ARGYLLE and Kingsman. It also has a clear connection to the 2021 film The King's Man because they have the same title. The mid-credits scene is noteworthy not just for establishing the linked universe between ARGYLLE and the Kingsman, but also for connecting the Kingsman organization to Agent ARGYLLE's background. Now, there's a clear link between the Kingsman and his beginnings as a spy. Even though Agent ARGYLLE isn't formally a part of the Kingsman, the scene in the credits that lays out some background information about the spy and the group may be significant for the future of the franchise. It implies that not only do the two spy movie series take place in the same fictional world, but that ARGYLLE and Kingsman might eventually come into contact once more. The mid-credits scene featuring ARGYLLE holds significance for the franchise's future, since it directly establishes a prequel. Not long before the film's premiere, rumors circulated suggesting that a prequel series to ARGYLLE was in the works. The project is being developed by Matthew Vaughn. It appears that the original goal was to make a movie franchise rather than a television show. It is intended for Louis Partridge to play a younger Aubrey ARGYLLE in the lead role of the ARGYLLE prequel, reprising his performance from the credits scene. It's unclear who else from the ARGYLLE cast would make a cameo in the prequel.